What's up, everybody? Today I want to do a little bit of a product review. I've never done anything like this before, and I've never even had any other system other than this before. This is the first time I feel like I'm super high tech and getting something for my guitar that I never thought I would have. I was recently gifted with this XVive A58 wireless guitar system. I've always been a huge proponent for using chords. I've always used them live, used them at home. So this is the first wireless system that I've ever had. And I felt compelled because of the quality and everything I'm seeing with this to show it with you guys, because the price point is very, very reasonable. It was about $120 to $150 on Amazon. I think they have deals every now and then. But let me show you some of the features on this. So in the box, you're gonna get your warranty information, stickers for labeling if you have a larger system, if you have multiple transmitters, things like that. So it's really kind of professional grade, it seems like. Your instruction manual, but who needs that? And product catalog that XVive also offers. Inside, you're gonna have your system. It's gonna be in a really nice case, feels very rugged, feels like it's guitar player proof. Inside, very basic. You're gonna have a charging cord with a double-headed USB-C to charge both the units at the same time, the transmitter and the receiver. And then you'll have your actual receiver and transmitter itself. So, there's a couple different functions I've noticed on this, just kind of playing around with it. The receiver, once you turn it on, there's this quick little switch on like that. You'll start to get a light. You can do an auto scan for the best channel that's around. It's a 5.8 gigahertz wireless frequency band. Don't really know what that gives me or what exactly that helps me with. Like I said, I'm not very techy, but you can do an automatic scan for the best channel. If you hold down your channel or scan for a few seconds, it'll start to go through and find the channel with the least interference. And it's found it. It says it's channel 1. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in my amp straight in. And then I have my receiver, or my transmitter, I'm sorry. Transmitter kind of works the same way. You'll turn it on, and I'm going to find that channel that I was just on, what we say was channel 1. A couple clicks to go to channel 1. And this also has an active pickup and a passive pickup setting. To change that, you'll just hold down the mode, the same as a channel button, and you can turn on your active pickup setting or your passive pickup setting. For this, we're going to be using a passive guitar, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this off from what I was using yesterday, and I'm going to grab my guitar. So like I've said, I've never really used anything this high-tech before. I know some of you probably don't think this is super high-tech at this point, but for me, this is a huge deal. Just going to plug it straight. It does have an articulating little elbow or joint right there, so you can kind of move it around depending on the style of the jack that you have or the guitar. Going to go ahead and turn it down and give you a little demo. So the only thing that I have noticed with this is when I use the wireless, there's not so much of a sound change or anything. But I do notice that it's a little more fuzzy. And when I say a little fuzzy, more fuzzy, it's not a whole lot. It's something that I'm being very picky about, very particular about, but it's not a deal breaker at all. Not even close to being a deal breaker, but it is something that I can notice. It does boast a 100-foot radius that you could be around the transmitter and still transmit to wireless signal. It does have I think it's a 5 millisecond latency, which I believe they say anything under 8 milliseconds, you can't really notice with the human ear anyway. I really don't feel any latency with this or anything that would change the style in which I play. But yeah, it works very well. I'm going straight into my triple rectifier with this, And this is just straight off of a charge, which is supposed to last about 5 hours, but I'm reading a lot of reviews saying they're getting 7 to 8 hours. But yeah. So yeah, that's the wireless system. And for comparison, I'm going to show you the straight corded into the amp. See if you hear a difference. Let's see. Go ahead and turn the transmitter off. Still learning everything. So I'm not going to change any settings on the amp itself. Same volume, same gain, everything's going to remain the same. And this is corded straight into the amp. Like I said, very little to no latency when you're playing. I think this is an amazing system, especially for the price. Like I said, it's about $150 at maximum on Amazon right now. It seems very professional grade, very rugged. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. If you like reviews like this, like and subscribe, share, and I hope you give the